I recently got my hands on the Warm Audio WA-1B, which of course is their version of the classic Tube-tech CL-1B compressor. And I wanted to compare the two and make a nice video of it. And then I went and I saw the price of the CL-1B, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do the plug-in instead. So I got the Softubes Tube-tech CL-1B plug-in, and we're gonna compare it to the hardware WA-1B. Let's get to it. So up first, I have a session from about a year ago. It's a live acoustic performance of the Followthrough covering Change by the Deftones. So we're just gonna put the plug-in and the hardware on some acoustic guitar, on some vocals, go back and forth, and listen to them. Now you may notice that some of the knobs on the plugins won't match the knobs on the hardware, and that's because I tried matching the plugin to the hardware and immediately noticed that they were not the same. So the plugin seemed to not want to take as much input level as the hardware, so I had to change the threshold to make sure that both the hardware and plugin were getting the same amount of compression. And then of course after that I had to compensate with the output gain. So attack release ratio, all that stuff is set the same between the two, but the threshold and the gain had to be basically level matched. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and listen to it.
I looked at the cross, then I looked away. I give you the gun, blow me away. I want to change in you. It's like you know had wing. I want to change. Oh, it's like you know now you feel so alive.
Alright, so I'm already hearing some pretty big differences between the plugin and the hardware. I'm gonna wait to the end of the video to discuss those though. If you want to check out the rest of that live performance, I'll leave a link in the description below, maybe even at the end of the video. I encourage y'all to go check that out, let me know what you think. So up next, I'm gonna pull up a different session. I did this one last year as well. It's called Steady God, full band. I'm gonna mute the vocals and bring the bass up just so you can hear exactly what it's doing. And yeah, same thing, go back and forth between the plugin and the hardware on the bass guitar and hear how it sounds. All right. All right, so there were definitely some differences there. Why don't you go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you were hearing. Maybe you hear something different than I hear. So first, let's talk about the similarities. I think the compression actually is pretty identical between the plugin and the hardware. The way that the attack, release, and ratio react sounded the same between the two to me. Now, what was different about it was, like I said earlier, the plugin seemed to not want to take as much level as the hardware, and so I think that contributed to it starting to break up a little bit earlier. So you're getting a little bit more saturation out of the plugin than you are out of the hardware. Also, a pretty big difference that I heard, especially in the vocal, but it was present on everything, is the plugin has more low mids. Now, I'm not saying that makes the plugin or the hardware better. It's going to completely depend upon what you're putting the compressor on and what you're going for. And then finally, the meters between the hardware and the plugin were obviously different. The plugin's able to respond much faster than the hardware, but that's just cosmetic. That's not really affecting what you hear. So if you want to hear what I think about the Warm Audio WA-1B, I'll be releasing a full-length review video either next week, maybe the week after that. Just depends on how busy I get with Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. And thanks for watching this long. Like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know if you think I'm wrong or I'm right, or if I'm a crazy person. I don't know. All right, thanks for watching this long. We'll see you next time.